Welcome back to your Chess YouTube channel. So I made a tutorial on how to make this bubu, but while editing I mistakenly left out the tutorial on how to cut the collar, the built up collar that we have. There's like a shawl collar. So in this class I'm going to teach you how you can draft and cut out your own as well. Okay, so for the collar, remember I said the upper part is going to have a collar. So I just placed another paper underneath to create the collar, because the collar is going to be cut together with the front bodies. Then we are going to sew it to the back. So this is what I have. So now to create the collar, I'm just going to, the neck depth that I want to work with for this is 7 inches. I think I mentioned that I already went off by 1 inch when I was drafting the back. So I'm going to be working with a neck depth of around 7 to 7.5 inches. Let's say I have it here, and then I'm going to connect it to my neck like this. Okay, so in connecting it, I'm not going to stop here. Just like I placed my ruler like this, I'm just going to extend it from where the neckline stop upwards like this to continue my measurement. Remember that we took the measurements of our back neckline, and that gave us 3.5, which I wrote here. So you're going to come to this extension where your actual neck stop, and then you come up by the 3.5 inches, and then you add half an inch to join it together at the center back. So I have 3.5 inches there. So from there now you can take the right angle of your ruler and then use that to draw another straight line. Okay, so the line will be perpendicular to this one, so you're just going to draw it like this. I use this angle to get that accurate line. So once you have this line now, you are going to mark how wide you want your collar to be. That's the width of your collar. So between 2 to 3 inches is fine. So let's say I'm working with 3 inches. I have 3 inches here. So what you just need to do now is to connect from there and then link it back to your neck depth. So your curved ruler can help you to do that. You can see how I am placing it like this, and then I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to take my marker, and then I'm going to mark it out. So you can see that is what I have. So once I have that, now you're going to take your scissors and then you're going to cut this off. So your shoulder remains the same. I did not touch my shoulder. The only modification I did was on my neckline area, and what we did was just to include a collar, a cut together collar that we are going to be sewing to the back. Okay, so here, if you don't want it to be too sharp, you can just find a way to blend them in. I can do that when I'm cutting on my fabric. So this is what my neckline looks like now. So if you want the neckline to be wider a little bit, you can use your free hand to just reconnect it anyhow you want, but I think I'm okay with what I have so far. So this is what the collar is going to look like. This is how it's going to come. So we already have half an inch to join. Remember, this is half of the front. So by the time you cut it out and join, this is what it's going to look like. Another one will come. So you can see the height of the collar. If it is looking too high for you, you can still reduce it. I think this is high for me, so I'm still going to reduce this by half an inch, so that the height of my collar is going to be 2 inches. So it's totally up to you and what you want. So by reducing it, you have to link it back to your neckline. So this will widen my neckline a little bit more. So it's totally up to you and what you are going for. So I'm going to take this now and then I'm going to use it to cut out the bodies for the front. So for me, I want to add a sequin fabric to this. So you can see remember, this is our main fabric. I want to place this on it. I could not get the exact matching color of the lemon that I'm working with, but this will do as well. so I'm just going to use it to cut it out. So I'm going to be placing this on your fabric, so you can place it on fold or you can join it, but I want it to have a center seam for mine, so I'm going to just add seam allowance for joining them together. I'm not going to be cutting it on fold, and then I'm going to bring it back. Okay, so you can see I've gone ahead to cut it with my pattern. So I fused the the sequence that I said I was going to use. I fused it on one of it, and then you're going to sew it at the center. Remember I said I wanted to have a seam, so after sewing it I opened it up with my iron, and this is what I have. Okay, so this is the main fabric, this is the inside where we sew. So you're going to cut lining as well to cover it up and to turn your neckline. So this is my lining as well, and then I've opened it up. So what I'm going to do now is to place the lining and main fabric against each other, and then I'm going to sew on the neckline. This is the neckline. I'm going to use it to turn out the neckline, and then I'm going to bring it back for us to see what it looks like. I've gone ahead to sew it. You can see that the neckline area is neatly turned now. This is what we have. So this part is where we're going to sew to the back, the 3.5 inches that we marked at the back. So it's going to be like this, and this is going to be your front neckline. So it's just going to come up like this. And so the tutorial on how I made the full bubu is also uploaded on the channel. You can check the tutorial out if you would like to learn how I was able to cut and sew this bubu. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.